Ward Bond or, people like that. These are actors that had remarkable careers, and many of them were never movie stars or, household names, but they worked. Mm-hmm. They worked, and they played so many different types of roles, and, and they were real, and they were honest, and it was true, and you miss that.
Definitely, and I have to say I admire the English actors, the British actors, and they're much more admired and revered in their country, and I find that very interesting, yeah.
Yeah, I think it's the training. I mean, I like the Alec Guinnesses mm-hmm. and Albert Finneys, and even of course, the O'Tooles and the Richard Harrises. I mean, there was something grand about them. Like, I was always a big James Mason fan. Like, James Mason had this remarkable career. Like, started out as a leading man in British films in the 1940s, and then worked his way up and became one of the most revered actors and revered character actors, in the business. And he could just, if there was ever, if anyone ever needed an English diplomat, he was the guy you called. The same thing with someone like Christopher Plummer. If there was ever a diplomat, he was the guy that you often called, because he just had that, that thing about him.
Definitely. My most favorite character actor in British cinema is it was a great character actor named Guy Rolfe, and he had a very unique presence to him. He was this very admired Shakespearean-trained actor, and he mostly played villains on screen.
Oh, wow.
And in later life, he had character in his later life. He lived up to be in his 90s, and yeah, he played a lot of great films, but as he got older, he got involved into B-rated horror movies, like the little unknown stuff, but some are very unique, and Ian McKellen and Patrick Stewart, and
seeing them on stage was something else, and and that's the thing is, those are, the Ian McKellens, the Helen Mirrens, the Maggie Smiths. I mean, the Derek Jacobys, they elevate any project just by their presence. I watch a movie, if I see that someone or Ian McShane, or when John Hurt was alive, you knew that there was, this is going to be good. Mm-hmm. This is going to be good stuff. Yeah.
Definitely. I would love to interview the big stars, and I've been very fortunate to interview a few of them. Ed Asner,
Mr. Edward Asner. My God, I saw that. Is another one of the most iconic, characters in the history. With Lou Grant. I mean, and then of course everything else that he's achieved in his very, very distinguished career, and he's still doing it. Good mm-hmm. for him.
Definitely. And another character actor I've interviewed and I very admire as a character actor, Emmett Walsh. And he was wonderful to interview. Wonderful.
He is one of the best. Talk about a presence. And of course, you think of if people were just to go on IMDb and look at his resume, and I've seen that movie, he's everywhere. I remember, I think one of his first movies was Slapshot, mm-hmm. and then he had done, of course, Blood Simple and Harry and the Hendersons, and he would just pop up everywhere. And
Blade Runner
would always be memorable, and actors like him or Harry Dean Stanton. The actors, they just, you look at their face and you can see that that they've lived. That's the mark of those actors like John Quaylen, who worked with John Ford a lot. You see a face where, in many times there's no acting. It's just it's one thing that we all strive for as an actor on film, especially, is there's no acting. You're just being. You're just that person. I mean, and Emmett Walsh's performance in Blood Simple, a rare lead for the man, well earned, and he was excellent. I want to watch that movie again. It's been ages since I've seen it.
Yeah, he was one of the greats, and Blade Runner will always be a favorite of mine. And
sure,
he's done a few comedies, and every role he's done, he's memorable in. And he's one of those actors that are in that caliber of. I can't think of the name, but I know that face. You know, I know that guy. You know,
I think that's been the extent of my ambitions as an actor. You know, I just want to play characters. I mean, if people, I mean, it's nice to get recognition, to get a pat on the back, get nice reviews, but it's about the work. If I can do diverse characters like Emmett Walsh has done, or Harry Dean Stanton, or a wonderful actress named Beth Grant has done. I mean, that's the kind of career that I've always aspired to have.
Definitely, and like I said, ever since I was little, I always wanted to be an actor, and as I got older, I clarified a character actor because there's a vast distinction between lead actor and character actor, and that's what I strive to be, a character actor. And I've gotten so many character roles, and it's just interesting. But if I ever had the opportunity of being a lead, I'd jump for it, and
Absolutely. I mean, you get the call. I mean, you never know. I mean, and the reality is that all actors are character actors. I think, during the studio system of the 30s, 40s, and 50s, character actor was mostly supporting actor. I still look at it from that standpoint. The character actor, from the studio system days, of an actor who would just, mainly be a supporting character, or the heavy, or like the boss, or the teacher, or the professor, or the doctor. And it's been fun. I mean, I've been very, very lucky. I've had a chance to play a lot of diverse roles, but I feel like I'm just getting warmed up.
Definitely, and I admire you for your work, and I hope you continue to do acting for a long, long time.
Well, thank you. I appreciate that. I've never bothered to learn how to do anything else. So I guess the profession is kind of stuck with me. So, but now I'll keep doing it, and looking forward to a time where all actors can get back to doing what we love.
Definitely. Well, Tim, thank you very much for letting me interview you, and I'll send you a link to the interview when it's published on YouTube, so you can listen to it.
Thank you, Trey, and it's a pleasure speaking to you. And I'll give that a listen, and of course, I'll listen for your other episodes.
Thank you very much. You have a good day.
You too. Take care.
Thank you. Bye-bye. And that was character actor Mr. Timothy J. Cox. Thank you very much for listening. And join us. Let's see, we have one more interview for you this week. Join us when I interview singer and entertainer Mr. Richard Glungy. Thank you very much. And as always, God bless. Bye-bye.